Alright, so here we're looking at iCal, and on this side you have your calendars, and you can select to show a calendar, and this will show everything from my personal SIS calendar, and I can remove that. What I'm going to be doing here today is subscribing to the high school calendar and the SIS calendar. To do this, you will need to have an iCloud account, and iCloud must be turned on the computer, and you must also have addresses that are provided for you here at the e-learning site. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to copy the address we need to subscribe to the calendar. And so in the e-learning site, if I go to what's happening, I will scroll down to the post that has getting iCal to show your SIS and middle school calendars, and here are the addresses for each of the individual calendars. I'm going to highlight the SIS calendar, and I'm going to copy that address, and I'm going to go back into iCal, and I'm going to go up to File, and I'm going to go to New Calendar Subscription. Note that if you have not upgraded to Mountain Lion, this will be in a different file, also at the menu bar, but it will be called Calendar, and the first option on the drop-down menu of Calendar will be Subscribe. Both will do the same thing. So I'm going to go to New Calendar Subscription, and it's going to ask me for the calendar URL. Well, that's what I just copied from the e-learning site, and I'm going to paste that in, and I'm going to hit Subscribe. From here, it's going to give me a couple of options. One, I'm going to rename the calendar SIS calendar. It's got the address already in there. For the SIS calendar, things go on fairly infrequently. I'm going to just say refresh every day. That way when Peggy makes changes, if she makes a change during the day, the next day my calendar will refresh. The location, if you want it to be passed between your iPad and your iPhone as well, you're going to want to put this in iCloud. If you place on my Mac, this calendar will be only on your computer and not on your iPad or iPhone. So I'm going to click iCloud because I want it to go to both. And of course you can change the color of the indications on the calendar. So I'm going to stick with red. I don't have a red one yet. I have these colors over here. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And I'll have SIS calendar, and it might take a little while, but mine came up pretty quickly. It'll populate with everything that's on the SIS calendar. Please note once again, you must have iCloud to do this, and you must have the addresses on the e-learning site. You'll notice a couple things about this. I can make that calendar indicators disappear, and I cannot add a new event to that calendar. As you see, if I try to add a new event, and I just write a test event, if I try to change this, and I want to change the calendar that's there, I cannot add to SIS calendar. That is because I've only subscribed to this calendar to view it. To complete the process, you may also subscribe to any of the other calendars, middle school or high school. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to the high school calendar by copying that address, coming back over, going to New Calendar Subscription, pasting in the address that I copied, and subscribing to it. It will ask me the same information. The high school calendar I'm going to have update every 5 minutes because people will add advisories to this, and it might be updated a little more often. And I'm going to change the color to a greenish color and say OK. And you'll notice that not a lot has been added, but here's the 9th grade rollout for computers and mesh and Stuco introductions, and it will have the advisory on there.